What's up everyone, Talon from the Airsoft headquarters here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to be taking a very close look at a newer product available on the Airsoft market. Now this hit the market by storm. I mean, we saw the advertising for this product and everyone just lost their mind, myself included. So much so that I didn't even wait for Acetech themselves to have it available. I bought it as soon as I could with my own personal funds. So this is going to be more of a review video than it is going to be an overview video. We will have a little bit of a comparison between other current market tracer units, and this is going to be very in-depth. I will be going over a lot of stuff, so please make certain if you are curious about this product that you do watch all the way to the end, because I will be hitting on a couple of things that I think are very important for you guys. Anyway, before we actually run the video, I do have a quick little ad because YouTube doesn't want me to run ads. So just watch this for me, please. And I'll see you guys in just a couple of seconds. Hey guys, do you like deals? Well, I want to give you a deal. Because YouTube absolutely refuses to make sure that I'm able to make a living, I'm offering you guys a special promo code to my website, airsoftheadquarters.com. If you go and you purchase at least $75 worth of products and you enter promo code YouTube, all lowercase, you can get the chance to get some free swag. I'm clearly too influenced by Donut Operator. When you use this promo code, you have a chance for us to randomly select a patch in order to throw into your order, which means you get free swag. Not only that, but one of the patches could be one of our limited edition store collaborations with the Airsoft Arena. Comes in one of 3 colors. Also, these are limited edition run, which means this is a 1 in 100. I'll throw that in my stuff. You can have that for yourself by using promo code YouTube at checkout. And my light just went out. Woo! Back to the video. And welcome back. Now, the product that we are going to be so enthralled in, that everyone is super curious about, that everyone wants to see in action, and I will for sure be getting action of, no peeksies, is going to be the Acetech Bifrost tracer unit. Now, we got the Bifrost because of a very specific reason. I'm sure you guys already know what that is. It has a very unique rainbow effect coloration. Part of the reason why I bought this as well is because it does what the Acetech Blaster does, which is creates a muzzle flash. But it does muzzle flashes in a couple different colorations. Now, I'm teasing you. I'm not actually going to break down exactly what it does just yet. We will start exactly at square one, which is to say, this is essentially a tracer unit. It is also a muzzle flash system, which means in conjunction with special BBs, primarily greens, because this does not technically support reds, this will do a Star Wars blaster coloration. So if anyone sees the cool bullets from Star Wars blasters, I know they're not called bullets, but the trace effect of color from the blasters from Star Wars films, they do have a unique coloration to them, and they're very bright and vivid in color. This guy also does what is called a muzzle flash, which means it's going to have a bright flash of color every time one of those BBs goes through it, tracer or not, which means in conjunction with a gas blowback pistol, or in my preference, a gas blowback rifle, such as my KWA LM4 here, it is a very immersive system. So I enjoy this for that reason. I do want to break down exactly what's coming in the box. So this is the Bifrost box, and it's a basic cardboard box. It's got Acetech all over. It's got a picture of the tracer unit, some QR codes, some basic features on the back of the box, and inside the box is, of course, the tracer unit, the instruction manual, which is very important. You want to make sure you're going to have the instruction manual readily available before you even get to utilizing this product. You also have a thread adapter. This is going to come with a 14 counterclockwise threading, so it'll fit on the end of a rifle or pistol muzzle. But in case you do have a very specific type of threading, there is going to be this guy, which is the second most common thread size and direction. So they do come with an adapter. I don't use that thread size or direction, so it's of no use to me, so away it goes. Also in the box is going to be a small little Allen screw. Very cool that it comes with it. I don't know exactly what it does. I haven't been able to find anything in the instruction manual other than trying to install the adapter system, which it's weird that they include that when like a toothpick could work, but whatever. They also have a USB to Type-C charging cable. Now, I'm not a cable electrician nerd, so I don't really know how great this charger is. It charges my stuff. I have a plethora of these chargers already. It seems to work just as well as any other type of charger, so I have no actual comment or suggestion whether this is good or bad. Completely in the neutral. I've got plenty of Allen screws, plenty of those chargers, so again, that kind of gets tossed to the side. But we will keep the box handy for now. So that is what we have. Now, the Acetech Bifrost is going to be a little slightly heavier, a little bit longer of a tracer unit. This does come at 2.2 ounces, or otherwise known for my people over the pond, 61 grams. So this is going to be a slightly heavier of tracer unit. It also comes in at a length of 3 1/8 inch. 3 1/8 inch. I don't know what that is in centimeters, so you are gonna have to forgive me. And a diameter of 1 1/8. So a little bit longer, a little bit chunkier, but again, that is going to be fairly relative. Now, the first thing we'll want to utilize is the instruction manual that it came with. If you guys speak English, you can go to the middle portion and you can see underneath charging the battery, numero uno, charge at least 3 hours for the first time to ensure best performance of the battery. Now, I was not top of my class. I was not the smartest in the world, but I am willing to make a very educated guess and wager that not a lot of people read the instruction manual and was aware of that. So I want to make it perfectly clear. Acetech is suggesting you charge your tracer unit 3 hours before you utilize it even once. I know firsthand that usage of this tracer unit is absolutely tempting. Compulsion to utilize a brand new product for yourself. But you must not fall trap. For best performance of this product, charge it 3 hours. There you go, I warned you guys. So, I did not charge this 3 hours before utilizing it. So, all of the results, you can see that performance could be better. As great as performance is, if I had charged it 3 hours beforehand, performance could have been better. So we're gonna call that my bad, because it 100% is. Now, first thing we're gonna talk about is the different types of modes. Obviously, it's gonna have tracer mode. What type of tracer modes will it have? Well, if you unscrew the base cap, which attaches to the muzzle of the rifle itself, there is your charging port and 2 different knobs. The one that says mode, which is the one on the right, is going to turn it on and off, as well as change the different type of tracer modes. So give it one press and that is going to turn the tracer unit on. Press and hold in order to cycle through the different tracer modes. Now, we have 3 different modes, and there is going to be a green light that is going to blink a different sequence of numbers, blink 1, blink 2, blink 3, in order to change 3 different types of tracer modes. So right now we have it on mode number 1, which is the 1 blink, which is a standard trace. So every time a BB fires through, it is going to, let me actually turn flash mode off so I don't absolutely kill you guys. So, standard tracer mode. As you fire through, you can probably see that there is a little bit of ultraviolet pinkish light that is going to come from the center of the tracer unit. That works in conjunction with the green tracer BBs. That's what lights them up. It's the chemical reaction inside of there. Now, press and hold the mode button until we see the green light blink twice. This is now in sniper mode. Now, according to the instruction manual, it does say that every third BB is going to fire a tracer BB. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. We see that blue light. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is to simulate, it says sniper mode, but it more accurately depicts a belt-fed machine gun, squad automatic weapon, where you have your row of ammo within that belt, and every third, fifth, 10th round is a tracer round. So if you were to put this onto an LMG, that for sure would be a way more accurate type of setup, where you have an offset tracer round in order to depict where your BBs are going or your rounds, without every single round being a tracer. So I have conflictions about it being called sniper mode. I also have conflictions about the fact that they lied exactly how many BBs per each one. Now, it very well may be mine because I didn't charge it for all 3 hours. So if anyone has a Bifrost and they have any type of similar results or different results, put it down in the comment section below and we'll see what has been happening. And then that's only the second one. So we go to our third mode, which is completely off. We have turned off tracer mode entirely. It is no longer an option. So even if I were to take this pen and I were to poke it through this little hole, the tracer mode does not activate. Now you will also know that there's no flash coming out from the very front here. So I've also manually disengaged flame mode. And because both of those modes are manually turned off, the little green light on the inside here does blink at a faster rate in order to notify me that the tracer unit is on, but nothing is going to work. So the tracer unit is not off, the modes are off. So don't confuse that. I have drained this battery more than once mistakenly. So we have tracer unit off, which means we can now manually go through what is called the flame mode, and that is the actual light on the very front face of this unit. So we can turn that on by pressing the leftmost button, which is flame mode, which means with every single shot, the very front of that tracer is going to illuminate red. Every single shot. So very cool. And we have multiple different colors. So we have red, orange, doesn't look very orange to me, yellow, looks more like a green, but this is green. Ooh. Blue. I like blue the best. Blue is my personal favorite. Pink. Purple. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, pink, purple. Now, the next mode over is going to be the Bifrost Special, which is actually called RGB. So as we plug this through, it actually has all of the LEDs, which are different color pigments on the very front here, illuminate the BB as it passes through. So we can kind of see on my jacket here the multiple colors. So we have different pigments of white, we have blue, we have red, and what happens is as you fire BBs through there, especially with regular white BBs, the white wash of the BBs is going to be a clear, canvas for those lights to bounce off of. So the white BBs are not activating via the tracer unit, it is activating via the front lights here. And we have very distinct colors, RGB, red, green, blue. And we have those three colors shining on the white BB in front of it. Now, by just pressing the next one over, boop, hello, press the button over, and now we have two blinks, which means as we go through here, we have activated rainbow mode. Now with rainbow color, we do have the entire spectrum: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, pink, purple. Those are all going to be colored onto the white BBs, which has a little bit more length to it. And towards the very end here, we do have a little bit of washout of colors. Now we can see the entire spectrum with white BBs. If you use tracer BBs on RGB mode, you can still see all three colors. On the rainbow mode, the green tracers are actually going to wash out the two farthest colors on the white BBs. So you don't get the entire spectrum, you only get a couple of those. Now, press that one more time for 3 flashes, and you have the deluxe. Now, I get a little confused about the deluxe mode, so I'm going to tell you exactly what the deluxe mode is. The dynamic rainbow. The Bifrost changes the flame color once in every half a second during shooting. When the shooting is paused, the flame color setting stays on the last changed color until the next shot, and that's it. So every time you fire is going to be a different color. Not every time. Every half a second that you shoot is going to be a different coloration, which I think is very cool, especially if you are running maybe an outdoor event, or if you have an indoor field that lets you shoot full auto, especially any type of full auto system. With that faster rate of fire, you are going to get the entire color spectrum on here, which I think is super cool. If you want to mess with a couple people, you want to really meme that airsoft field, this is the way to go by having that dynamic rainbow mode, especially on a full auto system. And utilizing tracer BBs, because it's utilizing just the flash system and it's more of a actual flash and it's not projecting the colors on the BBs, you can utilize the tracer BBs without having to worry about any type of negative effect on the white BBs. You're not looking for that color spectrum, which I like. I'm gonna meme this down at the arena hard. Now, after that, you have demo mode. Demo mode, oddly enough, some of the staff members here prefer demo mode because each mode of the flame is activated for 5 shots, and the dynamic rainbow mode is on for a single round. Which means if we press that flame mode one more, we're going to get 4 total flashes. Bam! So every 5 shots is a color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. So every 5 shots is a different color. Again, this could be something that is good with full auto, but because this is activated with every single shot in individual 5-shot bursts, this is going to be something more designated for semi-automatic, in my opinion. So especially for people that are going to be indoors, like the arena, which is semi-automatic only, that mode, that demo mode, would definitely be more fun if you want to get the entire rainbow spectrum with that flash system. And I ran that with tracer rounds on, and I think that's a very fun mode. I prefer the dynamic rainbow just a little bit more for that full auto system, but you guys are welcome to do whatever you want. And again, that's the very end of the flame mode. So after that, you press mode, gives you that green light on the very back, gives you a couple of flashes. There's no flash on the front here, and now you have manually turned flame mode off. So you have the freedom in order to choose, I want to do the blue coloration, which I prefer the blue, in conjunction with, I accidentally turned the tracer unit off, and then pressing hold the mode button or to go through the different type of tracer modes. So I have standard tracer paired with blue. So every shot is going to give me the green tracer as well as the blue flash. So you have a lot of actual manual control there, which I think a lot of people will enjoy. But you do need to be careful. Now, the Bifrost does say that it has a, what do they call it? It's not a sleep mode. They don't call it a sleep mode. Intelligent power control. Intelligent power control. My tracer unit has intelligent power control. Nothing of this sleep mode. Which is actually broken. Now again, it may just be my tracer unit that doesn't work very well. But the intelligent power mode is supposed to be sleep mode after 5 minutes. You wake it up by shaking it, which then brings the original mode of flame or trace mode onto whichever it was on previously. It will also have a low battery force power off, which is cool. That's what it's supposed to do when it's low on battery. Is it supposed to force itself to turn off by running out of battery? So whatever. I don't think that's really a cool feature to add. Like, it powers itself off. Yeah, it's ran out of battery. What is cool about this, and with the other most previous tracer unit, is that it has a self-test mode, which I haven't utilized or haven't tried out. But you can apparently go through and it can diagnose itself as far as if the ultraviolet lights are working, if flame mode is working, if it can sense the tracer BBs. It can actually identify the length of the inner barrel if you have it protruding, which my inner barrel does not protrude here, so that's not a concern. And that's what we have. So that's a very cool feature. I don't know how many people will actually be utilizing it, but it is there. Some of the other things that it boasts is that with tracer only, it can last up to 24,000 shots, which is a lot of shots. Tracer with flame, 12,000 shots, and then flame only 12,000 shots, which is cool. That's awesome, and that's probably in one total runtime. However, now with the Bifrost tracer unit, that is pretty much the entire body of the video that I wanted to cover. All the different modes, all the different options that you have, and a couple of B-roll examples as to what this looks like. Now, as far as the individual tracer effect, in testing with all the other tracer units that I have here in this case, have not been able to identify if this is indeed a brighter trace effect compared to everything else. And I am going to bring those out. So I have the Bifrost. You guys saw the Acetech Blaster. I also have the VFC Acetech AT2000R in the quick detach suppressor, the Acetech Lighter R, the Acetech Lighter S, the second edition, the Gen 2, Acetech Lighter S, the first edition, Gen 1, and the G&G UVT 106 2.0. This is 7 different tracer units that, based on the testing that I have done, and I have been able to utilize them within the last several days of each other, and even have a side-by-side video where I went down to the arena, spent an hour shooting all of these side by side, and I saw no distinguishable difference in overall tracer effects. Now, what I think a lot of people are confusing could potentially be the brand of tracer BBs. Now, the ones that we currently have available are going to be the G&G and the Tippmanns. The G&Gs I have in green and red. The Tippmanns I have in green. A brand that I personally prefer that I do not have here is the BLS Tracer BBs, available in green and red. I'm aware that there are different brands of Tracer BBs. I've seen them in action, and they're kind of not worth bringing in and trying out, even on a personal level, because they're just kind of the same effects between the G&Gs and the Tippmanns here. Now, the best, in my personal opinion, is the BLS, which we have not been able to get in stock for the last year and a half. That is, math, 18 months that we have not been able to get the BLS Tracer BBs. I have been utilizing everything else besides the BLSs because I don't want to run out of those just yet because they're so awesome. The G&Gs, which we have here, we have the different colors, red and green. Of the ones that I have here, these two are the only ones that will do reds and greens These guys, not this one, that's not even a tracer unit, will do just greens. Now you could run reds through these, but the light system internally is not designed to work in collaboration with the reds. The red color pigment is too light of a pigment that it requires more than the standard light amount in order to get that BB up to brightness. So I have videos of shooting reds through the Acetech AT2000R, the lighter R, and even shooting them through the Bifrost. So you guys can see the effects of utilizing a red supported tracer unit and a non-red supported tracer unit. So we have those guys. Hopefully I have B-roll rolling over those. Otherwise I'll be cutting and inserting those in. My final thoughts on the Acetech Bifrost. I personally love it. Now I got this with the intention of utilizing the flash system more of a meme. I really liked the idea of the flash system paired with a tracer unit. However, in my personal experience, this did not work as well as intended, and that I would more likely blame on user error than the actual production of the tracer unit. So I will continue to futz with it, probably still continue to have it in my collection without actually doing anything about it, because I really like the Acetech systems. The Bifrost just allows for a little bit more control of different colorations with different flames, with different tracer modes, and I really enjoy the fact that you can manually adjust those. In my personal opinion, these have a little bit better of a control system compared to the Brighter C or any of the other tracer units, which generally is a much more basic of a option or mode control, which in most cases is a on or off. In the case of the Acetech Lighter R or AT2000R, it is turn on, press and hold to change over to red mode, press to turn off. Super basic control system. This guy, much more control system. One of the things that I did want to bring up is the fact that the Airsoftology with Jonathan video, excellent advertisement as far as getting everyone aware of this and doing an actual breakdown of it. I'm sure everyone has seen his clip of utilizing a gas blowback rifle and getting that awesome flame effect. How cool did that look? Now, in conjunction with my gas blowback rifle, I did not get that same flame effect. And I have tried on a couple different gas systems, even with some of the older KDBWay gas blowback AKs, which are kind of gas hogs and kind of expel gas a lot all over. But I can't quite get that flame effect to look nearly as pronounced as Jonathan's did. So I don't know exactly what type of magic or what type of system he was utilizing, but it looked cool as heck and I so badly wanted to have that same color effect. But for what I have with my KDBWay LM4, I guess it's just way too efficient of a gas system that it just doesn't work all that well. So that's what I have about that. The other thing I wanted to bring up was the potential idea of maybe if there is a team versus a team in a indoor environment that did specialize on tracer units on pistols or maybe smaller PDW type of systems, because of the control of the different flash colors, if maybe you are running a custom pistol loadout, custom rifle loadout, or maybe you have a sponsor team versus a sponsored team, maybe you can have a cool color option of maybe one team has a blue muzzle flash to help distinguish the different teams within a lower light environment, and maybe the other team utilizes a purple or a pink. Because you can control the color options super easily, I think that'd be a very, very cool effect to have. Or even in a larger outdoor field with like a milsim event outdoors, if it's a low light environment, like after dusk, If you did have a smaller unit utilizing different color modes on the tracer units, that is an excellent option in order to identify teams and be able to collect on one another. For milsims, we do have special patches in order to identify different teams or team members, such as my team. We had a very big patch. I wonder if I have it somewhere. So we had this guy on all of our persons, whether it be on our sleeves, on our helmet, on the back of our jackets, but a big generically colored patch, which was a excellent source of being able to identify where our teammates are. In a lot of cases, I would be on maybe in another building, and I would see out of the corner of my eye that blue circle patch on a person as they jumped into a window, and I'm able to yeah, my teammate just jumped inside of there. I can either congregate on them, or I can relay information like, hey, you've got a tank in front of your building from coming north from south, whatever information. So being able to find one another in dark environments is super beneficial as well, and something that milsim players struggle with as well. So we have some benefits for indoors and benefits for outdoors, or Speedsoft and milsim players. So we have those guys going for each other. So that is about everything that I have for you guys. I rambled on for a very, very, very long time, but I just absolutely love this tracer unit. I want to make sure you guys are aware of it and what I think it is in comparison to some of the other tracer units on the market, and maybe some of its predecessors. From here, I don't know where Acetech is going to go. I mean, they did an excellent job producing just this guy. They have the muzzle flash system. They've got bright tracer units. Like I said, I couldn't distinguish which one was brighter, even amongst some of the older Acetech tracers. So I don't know where they're going to go from here. A wider bore tracer unit, maybe produce different color tracer BBs. I don't know. I don't know at this point. It's all just a shot in the dark. And speaking of shot in the dark, everyone should be getting one of these tracer units in order to brightly illuminate those dark environments, puns and stuff. But that's all I have for you guys. I think it was more than enough. Thank you guys for riding out to the very end of the video. I really appreciate it. Utilize promo code YouTube at checkout on the website, airsoftheadquarters.com. As soon as my distributor has these available, I will absolutely be bringing them in. They're a wonderful addition to your rifle systems if you are able to attach this. So I suggest everyone pick one up for themselves. These are a lot of fun. If you guys have any further questions, put them down into the comment section below. I will do my very best to answer every single one of those. We are all done here. So you guys take care, stay safe, stay positive, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.